Okay, this is a question from Module 8. It's actually 8.6. And what they want you to do is find the area of this shaded region here. It's actually shaded a different color on the computer, but for the sake of our video, it'll be just the shaded region that I just shaded. Okay, so first I need to remember that area of a rectangle is equal to the length times the width. Okay, so in this case, if I wanted to find the whole large triangle area of the length times width, I would just multiply x plus 8 times x plus 6. However, they also give me this white box here in the middle that has a length of x plus 6 and a width of x plus 3 that I need to take out of that or cut out of that shape if I want to think of it that way. So if I'm taking it out of it, I'm going to be subtracting it. So I'm going to subtract the area of this smaller rectangle. So x plus 3 times x plus 6. And that is going to give me the area of the shaded region. Now they want me to simplify this equation or this expression, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I remember that according to GEMS, I need to do multiplication. I see multiplication here and multiplication here before I do subtraction. Another way to think about this is if I just had some numbers. So you can think about this problem very similarly. So how would I solve this order of operations? I would multiply 6 times 8 first, and then I would multiply 3 times 6 first, or I'm sorry, second, and then I would subtract and get 30. So I'm going to do this problem very similarly. So first I'm going to start by multiplying this side. So x plus 8 times x plus 6. I know that I have a binomial, 2 terms, 1, 2, times another binomial, 2 terms, and I'm going to use my little 4 square box method here. So I'm going to put x plus 8 on top and x and a positive 6 on bottom, and then go ahead and fill this in. X times x is x squared, x times a positive 8 is positive 8x, positive 6 times x is positive 6x, and positive 6 times positive 8 is positive 48. I combine like terms, and I get x squared plus 14x plus 48. So now I'm going to write that underneath here. I can think of this as still being in parentheses because I still need to solve this side over here. So now I have x plus 3 times x plus 6. So I'll go ahead and do that down here. Again, I see that I have 2 terms, x and positive 3, and 2 terms here, x and positive 6. So I have a binomial times a binomial. And I'm going to put that into my box and multiply. X times x is x squared. X times a positive 3 is positive 3x. Positive 6 times x is positive 6x. And positive 6 times positive 3 is positive 18. I combine my like terms, and I get x squared plus 9x plus 18. Okay, now again I'm going to plug that back in up here. Okay, so that's my now condensed equation. Okay, now I'm going to go to my rules for adding and subtracting polynomials. I know that this right here is not just a minus sign, it's actually a -1. So that -1 needs to distribute itself to each of my 3 terms. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next. Actually, I can get rid of this parentheses. So -1 times x squared is negative x squared. -1 times a positive 9x is negative 9x. -1 times a positive 18 is negative 18. The last thing I'm going to do is combine like terms. So I'm looking for things that have the exact same base and the exact same power. So I see right away that I have an x squared here and a negative x squared here, if I circle that. And a negative x squared and positive x squared, they cancel, they make 0. So those cancel. And then I also see that I have a positive 14x here. I'm going to put boxes around my x's. And a negative 9x, those are also like terms, so I'm going to combine those. Positive 14x and negative 9x gives me a positive 5x. And then last would be my numbers. I've got a positive 48 and a negative 18. So positive 48 and a negative 18 gives me a positive 30. So my simplified expression for the area of this shaded region is going to be 5x plus 30, which equals the area.